Alright, hey, he's Mega here, and this is a show and tell video for a Warp 9 Jackshaft, alright, for a Sur Ron Light Bee. It also fits an E-Ride Pro, guys, alright, there it is. Alright, they got them in several different colors, alright, I'll go over them right now. Black, red, blue, magnesium, gold, and purple, alright. This one is the red one, alright. This is given to me by Warp9 Racing during the Electric Motocross World Championships, and they wanted me to try it out, alright? And I'm not going to lie, I was going to buy one during the Black Friday sale, okay guys? Because I was going to trick out my Light Bee with this guy, alright? So this is a upgraded Jackshaft from Warp9 Racing for a Sur Ron Light Bee, alright? Or an E-Ride Pro, okay? And here's some of the features of it, and then we'll go take a closer look at it, alright? Okay, according to the Warp9 website, it's for a Sur Ron Light Bee or an E-Ride Pro, okay guys? I think the E-Ride Pro, you're going to have to use some kind of spacer because I think the Jackshaft's a little bit longer on the E-Ride Pro. Also, the swing arm's a little wider. Alright, I wish I had the wider swing arm, guys. So it is a greasable Jackshaft. It has 2 offset grease ports. So you can, you don't have to take it apart to pack it with grease, okay guys. It includes a snap-on grease port covers. It's made out of 7075 T6 aluminum main body. There's a zinc-plated carbon steel distance tube, and it has 4 high-load NSK bearings. They're 6000 RS bearings. They're custom-made ABEC 5 bearings. All right, very good. I remember in the old rollerblading days, ABEC 5 is pretty much the best bearing that you could get, alright? They'd make you go real fast, alright? It ensures long working life compared to low-grade bearings, is what it says. It has 2 rubber seals on them. It comes with a T30 Torx bolts for a sprocket and belt side, alright? So the new bolts, alright? And it's incompatible with the stock belt drive, the 420 chain kit, and the 219 chain kit, right? And I have the Warp9 chain kit on mine, right, guys? So that's what I'll be rocking with it. And you can buy replacement bearing seal kits and the spacer and bolt kits from Warp9, okay? So if you need to rebuild this guy, they have all the parts for it, all right? And I think another benefit of this guy is that it has larger bearings than stock, right? We can compare it to a stock Sur Ron Jackshaft, all right, guys? I've had 3 Jackshafts during the life of my Sur Ron Light Bee, okay, guys? I have the original 3-bearing Jackshaft, which I think is on there right now, okay? Yeah, I have the original 3-bearing Jackshaft from the MX model. I have a 4-bearing, and I have 2 4-bearing Jackshafts, all right? One of them I broke, and then I bought a brand new one, a fully loaded Jackshaft this year, and I exploded the bearings in the Jackshaft. All right, guys. So if you have a high performance Sur Ron Light Bee or E-Ride Pro, you want to upgrade your bearings to you want to get the best bearings you can get. All right, guys, because mine exploded and it took the swing arm axle with it. All right. It bent the crap out of the Sur Ron swing arm axle, okay? And it's over there, all right, guys. I have what I call the wall of broken. Oops, I broke my Sur Ron again parts. All right, I have an area dedicated in my garage just to broken Sur Ron parts. All right, and over there you can see the Jackshaft. All right, we'll go whip it out. Okay, so let's unbox this guy and see what you get with it, alright? So you can get these from Warp9 Racing for $149, or any place you can buy Warp9 Racing products, okay? So I'll put a link in the description where you can get these guys, okay? And like I said, they come in different colors that I mentioned earlier. Alright, let's check it out. Okay, well bam, I got a stock Sur Ron Jackshaft here to compare with, okay guys? This one has seen better days, is what I'm saying. Okay, unboxing time. Let's go. Alright. So there's a tape up here. I have never actually seen that. It's still been in the box. Or anyway, that's the box, guys, okay? It says Warp9 on it. It says SL Jack 3, alright? There's a Warp9 Racing logo there. They definitely want you to know this is a Warp9 Racing product, alright? plenty of Warp9 Racing logos on it. And there's a little window in there. You can see what you're getting. Okay, because you definitely know it's the red one. Okay. Okay. There it is, and there's the hardware. All right, and that's it. Okay. So let's put this guy here. Okay. Comes with a sticker, Warp9 sticker. There you go. And then a hardware kit. Let's take a look at the Jackshaft first. Okay, guys. Wow, this thing is heavy. Okay. It's definitely got some heft to it, guys. All right, but there it is. All right, this is the red, the anodized red. All right. So there's the grease ports. I don't know if I have the tool to grease these. I don't really know where does it squirt the oil into, the grease into? I'm not sure. Okay, so it is a 4-bearing jackshaft, just like the second version of the Sur Ron jackshaft. Okay. 7075 T6 aluminum is what it's made out of. Okay, it says a Warp9 here. It's bling bling. Okay, I think this is the I can't remember. One of these sides is for the counter sprocket, and the other side is for the primary drive. Right? I think this is the primary drive. I think this is a jackshaft. All right, it's got 4 bearings in there. There's a spacer. All right, there's the grease ports, like I mentioned. Okay, cool stuff. So you can compare it to the stock Sur Ron one. Okay, it's definitely much heavier, guys. This one doesn't have all the bearings in it, but okay, you can see that there's a lot more material on the inside here. All right, and the material is probably much stronger than the stock Sur Ron one. There's the grease ports. Okay, I believe if you want to use this on an E-Ride Pro, you would need some kind of spacer. Okay, guys. Okay, so that's a comparison with the stock jackshaft, just to look at it. All right, guys. I'm pretty sure this feels like it's a lot heavier, a lot meatier than this, and I'm pretty sure this is way stronger than this. I have never destroyed a jackshaft, right? I mean, okay, so you know what's wrong with this one is I think the bearings spun in there, and then the bore is like off now, so the bearings spin in the bore, right? Because remember, you need to be able to press these bearings in there, okay, guys? That's the way these the bearings are press fit. Okay, so that's how this one met its end. All right, as you can see, the chain came off and it chewed it up quite a bit. Sur Rons like to do that. Let's say. Okay, but yeah, I've never had a jackshaft that got destroyed. Okay, guys. It's not to say it probably will never happen, but it could happen. All right, well. Doing what? I'm not sure. Okay, but I've never destroyed a jackshaft. All right, guys, but I have kind of damaged it. All right, type of thing. All right, but yeah, now I have some peace of mind knowing I have a much stronger jackshaft with very high quality bearings. All right, so yeah, this is the bearings, 6000 RS bearings. All right, I'm not sure. I think they might. I think they're the same size as the stock bearings. The hole's the same size. Yeah, I think 6000 RS is the. But anyway, yeah. It's got I think you have to use the Warp9 kit for this, okay? But the Warp9 does sell the bearings for it, okay? And like I said, you want the highest quality bearings, because if you grenade these bearings, guys, it will be bad, okay, guys? It'll take your swing arm axle with it, and do all sorts of bad stuff. All right, like I grenaded a bearing before. Okay, so not only is that you get a stronger jackshaft, but you get much higher quality bearings. Okay, guys. For stock power levels, the the Sur Ron bearings are fine, all right, guys. But if you're running like a high performance setup, I don't recommend you use the stock bearings. Okay. All right. So here's the hardware. So this is the sprocket side hardware. Okay. So they have it in nice little baggies to tell what's what. Let's take like a couple of the bolts out. Take a look at it. Okay, so this is the sprocket side. So it's a Torx bolt. I would prefer like an Allen head bolt. All right, you could probably use the stock bolts if you wanted to. Okay, so there's the seal. All right, and then there's the spacer. It's like stuck in there. What happened here? There we go. Okay. 12 millimeters. So that's the spacer that goes over here. Okay. It goes in there. Okay, and then this holds the sprocket on. Okay, and then this is the belt side, right, or the primary drive side. Let's go take a look at this hardware. Okay, pretty much the same as the other side. You get a seal. Okay, you get a spacer. It's going to go in there like so. That's weird. One side has a lip to it. There's a little raised part here. I don't think it goes on the inside. Oh, maybe it does. I'm not sure, guys. I'm not really sure which direction that goes, man. Because the stock one is just it's just a spacer. It's straight. Okay, so I'll have to figure that out when I install it, all right? Because you could do either way, I guess. But this would hold it in there better. Okay, so that goes like that, and then you get these Torx bolts. Okay, they look like they're stainless steel, good quality stuff. All right, and then so that's the hardware that holds your primary drive sprocket in. Okay. Okay, and with that, that's the end of the show and tell, guys. Okay, so you can get these guys from Warp9Racing.com or any place that sells Warp9 Racing products. Okay, guys, you can get them for $149 in a multitude of colors. All right, and they do have the kits to rebuild the bearings. All right, my suggestion, like if you ride your Sur Ron a lot, really hard, try to change the bearings like every year. Right, if it starts making a lot of noise, then you probably want to change the bearings. All right, guys. So that's my suggestion. Okay. I will be using this one in conjunction with the Warp9 Racing primary drive chain kit. Okay. And yeah. Okay. And I also may install a widening kit. All right. I think. Don't quote me on this, but Warp9 Racing is might come out with a widening kit. All right, it's a spacer for this to make it longer, kind of like how the E-Ride Pro, you need to add a spacer to it. Well, there's going to be one for the Sur Ron, all right, and it will push your sprocket out. All right, so your chain will be farther away, like closer to the size of the swing arm, so you can install larger wheels. All right, that's my hope for the future. All right, guys. Okay. Also, I want to mention is that if you want a stronger swing arm axle bolt, boom, there it is. Okay, Warp9 sells it. They got you covered. All right, guys. This is their 12.9 grade cryo treated swing arm axle bolt, and wha-bam, they have a rear axle as well. All right, so I have a separate show and tell video about these guys. All right, so check that out. All right, but the swing arm bolt is the one that goes with this. Okay. So you would have like a bomb-proof swing arm axle and a bomb-proof jack shaft. All right, guys. There you go. Cool stuff. All right. So yeah. Anyway, check that video out if you're interested in learning about these guys. Okay. But yeah. But there it is. Okay. So $149. Warp9Racing.com. I hope this was an informative and entertaining video. Thanks for watching. Here's me out.